All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Houston Texans and the New England Patriots. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Flush to his right. Incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. Oh, look at that. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson going for the deep ball. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He completes it to Hunter. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. A good pickup there at 22.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Back to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Fighting ahead at the 15.
Well, this wind is definitely going to be a factor as this game goes along. He's throwing straight into it here in the first quarter, and the ball fluttered on him a little bit. He'll definitely have to file that one away and make a mental note of it.
The pitch to Henry. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll toss it to Henry. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a third and 5. Now a handoff to Henry. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Derrick Henry, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Hunter. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time. That'll bring up second down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll find his man on a comeback route, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Come back.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Steps away to his left. It fights him off. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now a first down throw, Watson. And an alley to run. He finds an opening past the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On first down, it's Watson. Dancing, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
It's complete to Fuller. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Henry. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On the counter, it's Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Throwing on third down, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Now it's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Texans on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Green the line. Green the line. Come back. Tiger.
Back to throw, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
So the Patriots coming out now. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And they'll run it here. And his first carry, he loses the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety? coming up and making the big-time play.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Gun! Hey. Got three. Three down. Gun!
Looking to throw. And able to find Dorsett. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett, 27 yards. And the Patriots are back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's got Fuller. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, Watson to Mixon on the check down. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Watson, escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Tiger!
To throw on third down. Watson flushed out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline. And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Cohen. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it second down. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Over the middle, Dorsett. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they got themselves a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They run. This is Cohen. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come back, come back.
On first down, Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Come back, come back.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Rolling to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Come back, come back. Tiger, tiger, tiger.
Watson on first down. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The final shot before the break. Watson eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And now out come the Patriots. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunter. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to air one out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here. They'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it a second down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
They're going to look to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll set up to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Off the toss, Cohen. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Again, it's Cohen. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal, and they will run it with Michel. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and pick it up with Cohen. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Pats able to cash in for 6.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
That's fielded in the end zone. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
This is Cohen. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. Down to about the 22 here. 9 yards on the carry there, and that will be the final play of quarter number 3.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 10-yard pick. And it's enough for a Patriot first down. Now Cohen, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. This is Cohen on the toss. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
New England on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So the folks on hand here growing a little restless with their kicking game. That's now 2 misses so far.
And in a tight game, 4th quarter, the fans aren't the only ones getting restless, Brandon. There were a few looks of disbelief on that sideline as well.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Down. Flag 22. Flag 22. Flag 39 Philly.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Watson now to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Leonard Floyd. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to do with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that. Yeah, there was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Lucky 56.
Back to throw. And able to find Dorsett. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Watch number 29. I got him, man. I got him. He's mine.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They try again with Cohen. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Down. Back 22. Back 22.
Back to the air. Watson on second down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off right around the 43. Jones breaking from the contact.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. On second down, Michel. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Mixon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
That play definitely goes down as a win for the defense as they were able to get there and tackle him for a loss. But you just got the sense that the runner kept looking for a space to turn upfield, and it kept getting strung out towards the sidelines before the defense finally finished him off.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. One last throw here for Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.